Gaffer, a good workout this evening and result, of course. What did you make of it?
Keeps using the word proud. Magnificent. We played really well Saturday, didn't get the result. We played really well tonight, won the game 3-1. It was a much changed team, youngsters and players who needed minutes from the weekend. And at times when you're a senior pro in these games, you know, you've got to acquit yourselves really well. And each and every one of them done that. I thought there were some outstanding performances from the senior pros and the younger ones. And I'm absolutely delighted with 3 goals again. Yeah, we'd like to not concede, but it's another 3 goals. That's 5 goals in 2 games. We are going to be attack-minded, of course we are. Just got to try and keep the ball out of our net, which we'll do at times. But again, you see the way we want to play with a much changed team, and I thought each and every one of them was magnificent.
Let's go through those goals, Jose. With the first one, a real poacher's finish. How pleasing was that to see?
It was the pass from Bunker and the first touch from Knowlesy, who, by the way, has been rejuvenated. He has been unbelievable. He is pushing for a start. But again, you know, one little criticism, can he do better to stop the cross at the weekend? But I'm asking him to do things that are unfamiliar for him in a left-back position. But we've seen what he's about. He has been magnificent. He has been one of the star players in pre-season. Tonight, I've got to say, it was an outstanding performance from Knowlesy. The touch was magnificent, and the unselfish ball across to Jose, who got on the far post. That's about desire, and Jose with a you know, it's a finish about desire on the back post. So yeah, brilliant team goal, wonderful pass from Bunks, and it got us off on the roll.
You said about him being rejuvenated, taking that effort in the second half and finding the back of the net as well.
We hit the post from further out, didn't he, in pre-season, and then he's tried another one just soon after. But again, at the minute, as a player, when you're playing with confidence and you've got somebody who believes in him, and you've got somebody who puts an arm around him, you know, I keep telling him how good he is. And listen, he'll have ups and downs, of course he will, but you know, I think as a manager, you've got to find how to manage individuals. I think I'm good at that. Listen, we'll lose games this season, of course I will, and I'll get questioned. But at the minute, you know, to a new group, I think I can work out the ones who need an arm round and the ones who maybe don't. Listen, everybody likes to have a bit of love from a manager, but Nosey, I think, has had a lot of it, and he's showing us what he can do. So again, yeah, brilliant.
That moment for Thomas tonight, first senior goal, a great performance throughout as well. How great was that?
I just said in there, these are the moments which Thomas Conte will never forget in his life. Whatever happens now going forward in his career, he scored in a first team game at home. Hopefully his family were here. The smile on his face. He's a great kid. He's earned the opportunity. And I said to all the youngsters before the game, there's 5 involved tonight. Was it 6? I think it was 5 or 6. You're here because you're good players. Young Jacob on the bench, Callum, Akai, Will Merritt was outstanding at the back as well, by the way. But Thomas, the desire to get in the back post, great ball from Nosey again. But that moment for that youngster, that's why I'm proud. The remit from Dale and Asif and Mark was, you know, can we, you know, give young players an opportunity and a pathway? Well, they've grabbed it with, you know, both hands, all those players tonight. Akai, when he come on, was fantastic. So again, for Thomas, it's a moment tonight which, whatever happens in his young footballing career, he scored in the first team game for Forest Green at home on his debut. Does it get better than that for a youngster? Hopefully it will, you know, because if he keeps playing at that, he'll get more opportunities. So again, the National League Cup is for young players, and that kid is going to go home tonight with a huge smile on his face. He probably won't be able to get to sleep till about 4 or 5 in the morning because the adrenaline will be running through him. But I'm proud. Listen, I want to give youngsters an opportunity, and they'll have highs and have lows. So the high tonight for him, embrace it, you know, enjoy it, you know, and go home with your family, and they'll give you a big hug because I'm so proud of that young man.
A chance to get minutes in the legs as well tonight. Did everyone come through okay?
Yeah, everybody is good. I thought Mendy and Trey, that's their best performances they've been here for the minute. But again, you know, the rules of the competition we have to abide by. But I thought those two were outstanding. They didn't give the ball away once. So again, yeah, they could be proud of their performance too.
On to Yeovil. How excited are you going into that match? First home match here in the league.
I can't wait. Listen, we're going to create chances. We're going to play exciting football. I think one of the worst things that happened to us the weekend was Solihull went down to 10 so early because of that low block. You know, I'd have probably preferred to play against 11. I wouldn't be saying that if we lost the game, but on Yeovil are a good side. We've watched them already. You know, they drew against Hartlepool. They're a very, very good side. It'll be a great atmosphere. I'm excited. You know, it's great to see the owner here, you know, enjoying himself with Asif and Mark. We want to bring a brand of football where the crowd can enjoy. And as I say, we'll lose games. But, you know, we're trying to change everything about the football club. We're doing okay at the minute. But, you know, we'll win more games than we lose this season. You know, this might come back to haunt me saying that, but I really believe we will. Because, you know, we're changing a lot of things at this football club. And, you know, I'm not going to say it's going to take time. I think we've got players now. I think we might be bringing 1 or 2 in more, possibly this week. And, you know, if you bring 12 or 13 or 14 players in, yeah, I expect them to hit the ground running because, you know, they're good players. So I'm not going to make excuses about, well, it's going to take time. No, it's not. Listen, the way we train, the way we play, how intense we are, you know, to come into a team of mine and John's and our staff, you have to be ready. So again, I'm never going to make excuses. You know, if you get beat saying, well, we're not ready, they are ready, and that's why they're here.